Welcome to this week's version of how to make a cocktail. Today is an exciting day. Why? It is Pimm season finally. So we can enjoy the punches, the cocktails for the summer weather to go outside. So today we're going to teach you my favorite of those, the Pimms Cup. We have our glass. This is going to be a built cocktail. All of our videos so far have either been shaken or stirred cocktails. So this one we're actually going to build right in the glass. But this glass will not suffice because Pimm's cocktails are always made by the pitcher. So here we have our pitcher, and we're going to make this in a big batch because let's face it, nobody just has one glass of Pimm's. So start with your pitcher, and we're going to add the ice straight to it. Okay, on top of the ice, we're going to put our fruit. Now we're starting with the fruit, not the liquid, because when we have the fruit in there first, as soon as we pour the liquid on top, it's going to start infusing those nice citrus fruity flavors. So we're using a few different things. We have a cucumber, apple, orange, and strawberries that we're going to dice up and use for our cocktail. So this is an English cocktail. So don't cheat yourself with a normal old cucumber. You want an English cucumber for it. And just cut off a few slices, about 1/4 of an inch thick, and we're going to make some diced fruit and veg for our cocktail. So again, you just want to dice this into about 1/4 inch thickness. Scoop that up and pop it into your cocktail. Now repeat this with your apple. Please be careful not to add any finger to your drink. It will not make it better. Break that up over the top. Repeat again with your orange. And then take your strawberries. Don't forget, strawberries do not go with the green on. The orange, we are leaving the zest on because the zest contains a lot of oils, and those oils are going to break down into the cocktail as well and create really nice flavors alongside the juice that will seep out of the flesh of the orange. Now, if you're getting this in the peak of summer season, these strawberries are going to be key. They're really nice and sweet. They provide a different flavor profile. And because you're making this at home for yourself, don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Okay, so we have our fruit in our pitcher. Now we're going to go ahead and add our, choking on a strawberry. Now we're going to go ahead and add our spirit. So we're starting with the Pimm's. Now if you were making one of these individually for yourself, you'd be using 1.5 ounces of Pimm's and then fortifying the cocktail with gin. Pimm's is gin based, so this is a great spirit just to boost the alcohol volume, give you a little bit more of a body to this cocktail so that it doesn't just run away. It is going to warm weather cocktail. You want it to be refreshing, and the gin will give just an extra backbone to the Pimm's, which is a low ABV aperitif. So 1.5 ounces and 1/2 ounce of gin into our individual glass. In our pitcher, we're making about 4 drinks here, so we're going to times that by 4. So in our pitcher, we're going to be putting 6 ounces of Pimm's straight in over top of all that fruit that we just cut up. Now as it descends and cascades through the ice and fruit, it's going to take those flavors with it, and it's going to set us up for a really delicious drink. So 6 ounces straight over top of that. And then we're adding our gin. Remember, 1/2 part of gin. So we're timesing that by 4. We're going with 4 ounces, 2 ounces. 2 ounces of gin. Mathematics sometimes comes in handy. So 2 ounces. So remember, with your jigger, 2 ounces is the large part, 1 ounce is the bottom. So just 1 of the large part of your jigger for the gin. Now we have our spirits in there. We have our fruit in there. It's all starting to combine already. The rest of this pitcher is going to be made up with sodas. So we are actually going to do 1/2 and 1/2, equal parts for the remainder of your pitcher of ginger ale and club soda. Now at home you'll have your regular liter-sized bottles that you'll buy from the shop. Here we have a gun, so I've already pre-mixed this. 1/2 and 1/2 ginger, 1/2 club soda, and we're going to pour that right over the top. Again, that's just pulling out, especially with the carbonation, all of those really nice fruit flavors. But to do it justice, we're going to give it a few stirs, mix all of that in. You don't want to stir this really heavily, because the harder you stir this, particularly with the ice in there, you're going to beat out the carbon dioxide bubbles. And those bubbles are actually a key part of the cocktail, because it creates the refreshing quality on your tongue and on your palate. So we give that a nice stir. We've infused that oil. You see the fruit starting to spin around there in our pitcher. We've talked about freshness. There's nothing fresher than some mint, particularly in the summer. So we want to be garnishing our glass with the mint, but also it's always nice to put some in the pitcher as well. You can cut this up. I tend not to, because as it sucks through the straw, you're going to get little bits of mint leaves stuck to your teeth, but that can be a nice little pop of freshness as well. So whichever you prefer. Otherwise, just give it a little spank right over top. That's going to release some of those oils. The pressure of the clap releases some of those oils that are in the leaves, gives you really nice fragrance, tops the drink with some nice minty freshness. And here you have your Pimms to enjoy in the summer weather on your deck chair outside. Cheers.